we out here. In fact, I just want to make sure that I know my shit. Right? So we out here with Thabsie, I mean, you just dropped your single.
I did.
Cry with Kid X.
Yeah.
Popularly known now with like the Nyasvela with Questa on the chorus. I had that interview where we talked about that chorus, but like something happened to it. So we're going to talk about that
again.
My mind is starting that again.
No
Alright, cool. Thabsie, firstly, Cypher sent me a message, Cypher thinks he's the only one that's busy because I never responded to him. He's like, yeah, it's like I'm begging you now. I'm like, Cypher.
Did he say that?
I'm like, Cypher, you might, like, why would I? Like, we've been. So, I mean, I guess when a guy is passionate to literally get someone out there, he even misjudges people who will never fucking make him beg. So what's your relationship with him and how did you meet up with him?
Sure, met Sai many years ago. He was recording a friend of mine at the time, and I just happened to, roll with her. And
is that Nadia Nakai?
No, okay. Not Nadia. Sorry. So yeah, that's how we met, and then we were friends for a while before we started speaking music. And then I did a show called Strip Down on Channel O. I was a backing vocalist, and I think he was like producing the show or something. And then he was like, damn, I didn't know you could actually like sing. I didn't know you were serious about this. And so he's like, let's talk, And that was about 2.5 years ago. Yeah. So from there, him and I just kind of turned our friendship into more of like a professional relationship.
Professionship.
Professionship. That thing. Yes. So now we have a professionship.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. And obviously, before Nyasvela, was there any other work that you've done, or was Nyasvela basically like the first kind of thing that you do that's gotten such mainstream attention?
Yeah, so Nyasvela definitely popped off, I think, the most. But before that, I did a song with DJ Frankie called A Night to Remember. Yeah. That one was also kind of, popular.
You kind of almost like have the same look and feel structure like DJ Frankie's Woman. So I thought it was his woman singing the song. But I was going to say another day.
She's pretty, so thanks for the comparison. Yeah. But yeah, so that was the song I did before Nyasvela. That one did okay. Did okay, and then Nyasvela obviously just kind of took over. Yeah, was never ready for that.
I was with like some of my peers, and we were all just talking about how, we were talking about Questa, but we were talking about how Nyasvela is just so relevant, to male, female. It's like,
so relatable.
Yeah, I'm like, I'ma leave you, girl, but it's cause, I mean, where did these lyrics come from? I'm like, that's a depth.
Yeah.
It's a depth. Where did it come from, and how did it come together?
So he was recording some tracks for his Dakar 2 album at Cypher Studios. I was obviously hanging around. And they played the song. So he had already laced his verses down. And it's basically him telling his story. And he was like, yo, I need to jump on this. I need a female vocalist. And so obviously hearing what he had already put on the track, it was really real, it was really raw, it was him, wearing his heart on his sleeve and just putting it out there. And so I knew that anything that I added to that had to...
He was like a Drake with the bass. Yeah, sure.
Basically. So obviously we started writing, and he wanted it in Zulu. So I actually wrote my hook and my bridge in English. And then he was like, nah, let's make it like, authentic. And so we had to go back to the drawing board, and it's not the same thing. You can't just like translate that thing directly.
Yeah. I'm dying
so
for you.
No, it wasn't gonna work out. And so we went back to the drawing board and
to die for.
You are to die for?
Yeah, to die for. Nyasvela. I'm just saying.
Nyasvela, I die.
It sounds like a movie though. It sounds like it's like a Chuck Norris movie.
Like one of those corny ones.
Yeah, James Bond.
But basically we just had to really get dig deep And we wanted the song to be relatable. We wanted it to be everyone's story, but still your specific story, you know. So I was in the studio with, it was myself, it was Kwesta. Nota actually helped write the song, and even Yanga gave us the tagline, that was Yanga. So shout out to him. No one ever gives him that credit.
Yanga with the ad-libs, you know, like, you know, Tumenga my ad-libs. Orange are my hit, like, really ad-lib.
Yes, I'm ashamed. But yeah, that's basically how it came about.
Okay, that's amazing. I mean, and obviously, you know, it's one thing to see the industry through your own kind of talent, and then you start seeing the industry through someone else's talent, you know, and obviously shared with your input also. And I think that's what a collaboration like this does, you know. Before then and after then, what's your view of just the game?
Sure. Huge eye-opener, man. I think I went into this very naive, and I thought being a backing vocalist in the industry for a while was like, okay, I've been studying from the background, I've got this, you know. But the moment I took that leap and that step and I said, okay, I'm doing this as a solo artist, and even just the feature with Kwesta has just opened my eyes to so much. And it's real, man. Like, it's scary. It's not all roses, but it's exciting. And it just makes me more hungry, you know. So it's been a good eye opener more than anything.
What do you say to ladies or girls or females that actually want to go out in the industry, especially from things that you've seen? What do you say they should look out for? What do you say that are the lessons that, like, you feel that if someone should have told me this, I actually wouldn't have gone that way?
I think never make a decision based on desperation as a female in this industry, because you're gonna play yourself. You're gonna play yourself so bad. So I always had to pull myself towards myself. Even with me, a lot of the things I think, my progress could have been fast-paced and quicker, but I would then have to compromise who I am. And so it's a patience game, man. It's about believing in yourself so much that you don't need to make certain decisions just to kind of fast-pace, you know, your walk or your race in the industry. You gotta be very patient, and you gotta be very what's the word? Very secure in who you are, male or female. But I mean, as girls, it's obviously just a bit harder, I think.
Tell me about your single that you got out right now, X.
Cry. Ish, man. Why do niggas gotta do us dirty though? You know, that's the reason why we cry. That's the reason.
Because you know, with dirt needs manure.
Okay.
So when you got dirt and manure, you literally produce a plant or a fruit.
Okay. So growth.
So men give women. So all the dirt we come with, the bullshit we come with, is
a platform for us to grow.
Sense, actually,
I hear what you're trying to say.
But I got lost in my analogy. Hello.
So, I mean, background with Cry, I started writing my EP with Cypher 2.5 years ago. And that was when I was going through something really deep with the person that I was with at the time.
But aren't you
it had just ended. Yeah, I am now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn, you got married quick.
I know.
And then it was like, yo, Muslim, so you're pulling up a cost, I'm like, shut the magic. Bazi. That's the moments into Italy. So,
I'm not even wearing my ring right now, so.
Why aren't you wearing your ring?
Because, you know what, I don't always wear it, but I've got a tat. So it's like your backup plan, you know.
And that could have been ZCC for all I know. You know, that tattoo of yours could have been ZCC, you know.
You're silly. But anyway, back to Cry.
Okay. I wouldn't spend all that money on a ring for you to tat. Try like that. But anyway, that's you.
You're so silly. That is me.
I'm so really.
Why are you this person?
Sorry.
Oh my gosh. Okay, back to Cry, I guess.
Yeah.
So at the time, I went through that breakup.
Yeah.
Actually, I'd been broken up for a while, but I was still very consumed by the past relationship, and so I used music as a platform to kind of it be my open letter, just get it all out there. So Cry was one of the tracks that I wrote, and it's just like an open letter, man. It's basically like, this is what I'm feeling, this is how I feel you did, this is, yeah, how I feel you did me. So yeah, that's basically what it is.
There's a lot of putting your lives in these love songs, you know. Why don't you gotta? So you obviously married. There's ups and downs. There's joys. As we carry on and we talk about love, what is the view that you want everyone to see you as? Like, what type of girl do you want to be seen as, musically? When someone thinks of you, what do you want them to think of first?
Definitely just different. Like nothing they've heard before, you know. And very organic. I don't want anything that I sing or say or put on a track to feel forced. And that's why I guess it's like it's a blessing and a curse, but I write a lot from the heart, you know. And a lot of people are like, no, don't do that. Don't put your shit out there like that, you know. But I think that's the risk I'm willing to take because I really want it to be organic. I really want it to be real. And unfortunately, sometimes I'm heartbroken, sometimes I'm really in love, sometimes I just want to talk about popping bottles, but it's always going to be authentic and real.
Yeah, don't be too heartbroken.
No, I'm over that now.
Yeah.
It's okay, so there's going to be a bit more heartbreak and then it'll be done. I'm like getting it out the way.
You know, your husband's coming. So when are you gonna love? Now, when is the love? So
When are you gonna sing about me?
You know, why can't you look at the positive out here? You know, busy and talent. You know,
it's important to tell the story from where it began. You know, like I think a lot of people are expecting me to be like that happily ever after girl. Like, okay, she's married now, she's happy. All of her stuff is gonna be, you know, happiness, and that's coming. But I want people to know where it all started. You know.
How do you? And like, you know, I'm gonna wrap it up like quick with that. How do you juggle being I guess a couple of things, right? How do you juggle being pretty, you know, being married, right? C, being in the industry, and D, singing in the industry, and E, trying to break in the industry, and then
it is
F,
a lot.
and then F, all the other stuff that you literally go, is this what I really got myself into? Because, you know, and that's why I know it sounds shallow saying pretty, but, you know, this industry with all that, and you trying to be, and you mentioned desperation, but how do you literally, like, keep your integrity, you know, with all that?
I think actually being married is like my life. That's what's saving me right now more than anything. But also I think I'm with someone who's so understanding and like so, like I want to give up almost every day. Like I'm the one who's just like, you know what, maybe I can go back to corporate. Maybe
What were you doing in corporate?
I was an investment banker.
Oh, damn, girl.
Yeah, I was making money, now I'm broke.
At least you know how it feels like.
At least I know, I've tasted some money.
When kids is going shot, you know, I know, I used to shot thing.
It just wasn't 10 rand notes though.
You know what I mean?
It was a bit more. Kidding. I'm kidding, please edit that out. Please edit that out.
No, listen, all I'm saying is that you needed a green gun. That's alright.
Okay, we get what you was trying to do. But anyway.
So investment banking, that's like a hella boring career, it sounds like, you know.
It can be if you're not passionate about it. Yeah, so I was dying.
Just like music is boring if you're not passionate about it.
True. But yeah, basically it's just about reminding yourself why you do it. And that's why I'm still here, and I'm still going to be here for a minute.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, yo, man, thanks for coming out.
Thank you for having me.
Dropping by, you know. The single is out there, Cry. It's on iTunes now, available for purchase. Thabsie's out in the streets doing the damn thing.
I am.
You know what I mean? Shit, you know. Book her, she's going to do the right shit with the money. She ain't going to be like some other artists. So, you know, you'll book her and see her in a couple years and say, I know, I once booked her.
She did the right thing.
I invested in that fund, in that Thabsie fund. You know what I mean? So look out for her, and we're looking forward for the EP. Have you got dates for the EP?
July.
July. Right in the middle of the cold.
Yeah, and the music is like all cozy, so it works.
Your album needs to come with the Chelsea bun and a donut and a hot chocolate.
And a coffee.
You know what I mean? You need to release your album
at Starbucks.
Yeah, at Starbucks. You know what I mean? Like, here we are, boom.
Yeah.
You know?
That's actually a nice idea.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you know, I just want Cypher to actually come say to you like it was his idea. You know, because obviously, as he knows, you know, he begs me.
Yeah. And we're going to edit that out.
Well, no, we're not going to edit anything out. We out here with Thabsie. As we said, check a single out. check out on the video. I'm sure you've seen the video a million times now with Casper. With Questa. Shit rhymes, you know, with Questa and Yasfela. And it is what it is. We out here. From investment banker to a musician.
Yeah.
From the Shasha to the
Broadcast live